this is a video that I wanted to do, at least. Okay, so this is gonna be a brief video. Sorry about the noise, it's coming from the PS3. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to do this is my review for Drop. So basically in this video, now Drop is basically Megan Lee plays a woman who goes on a date with this man. Well, basically she goes on a date with this man, and then there was some person giving her sending her memes, and then this guy who starts torturing her as the date with this guy goes on, and she has her sister to look after her little man, and then as the night goes on, she attempts to communicate with everybody who's there and to figure out the culprit behind the messages. But he tries to stay alive. Somebody who is gonna try to harm her son and anyone, and her sister. It things to go wrong. Well, anyways, with Christopher Landon is the director of this movie. He has directed Paranormal Activity: The Marked Ones, which was the first spin-off of the Paranormal Activity series. Things started rocking when he started directing stuff with that movie, but although it tries to get silly in kind of ways, but he was the director of the movies, The Happy Death Days. But he was also Freaks, I think, or Freaky, whatever that other movie he directed. It's time to take it serious. I mean, those are supposed to be slasher horror stuff, but Drop is more of a thriller, so this is what happens. Definitely because of its reputation of it's a thriller. Making like let's see, the main lead did. I thought she did a good job. I liked how the premise, the performance went. I like the premise of it. You try to figure out, the audience has to figure out who's torturing her with these messages and memes, and she's got to figure out who's the culprit. I'm not spoiling it. Don't want to spoil it for anyone who's planning to watch this, but I don't have much to say about Drop. But anyways, I liked how that stuff turned out because this movie was actually pretty cool. Yeah, I did want to see this movie in theaters. I actually saw this movie in theaters at least last Thursday before I came to the home visit. I could have done this movie review sooner, but the previous movie I reviewed was Saturday night, and I wanted to get this movie review out of the way. So yeah. So yeah, Christopher Landon did mix horror with thriller and humor. I like the premise where the lady who was going out on a date with this guy escaped her abusive husband. Well, I believe her backstory was also was shown from time to time, and he knows how that her husband her original husband took his own life, it seems. I think he threatened her and the family, her and her son, I think. But she started to date again after that troublesome relationship with that husband of hers. But maybe he's hoping that, was it her date was the one that caused all this red carpet, or was it somebody else? You be the judge, Bob. I'm just it was a pretty good thriller, to say the least. I would hopefully see what Christopher Landon will do next after this movie. I know he's also was involved with another movie, but he wasn't a director. But gotta give props to Christopher Landon. I thought he did a good job directing this movie. I'm gonna give Drop a 4 out of 5. I mean, this review is short, but I like the setup where this woman goes on a date with this guy, and then she has to figure out who's torturing her with these, tormenting her with this nonsense, and then you get the idea. But anyways, yeah, sorry about this short review. I tend to have reviews often go over 10 minutes or so, or somewhere around that length. But this is one of those movie reviews where it's going to be less than 10 minutes. But anyways, that will be it for this yet short review of Drop. I mean, yeah, I like the I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice to see Christopher Landon go from horror related movies to something that is more like suspense and a thriller, like this one. I mean, Drop is a thriller. That's why Drop took a different approach. But anyways, hopefully I'll continue to make a couple more movie reviews for April before we enter the next month, May. That's it for this review.